Hi, everybody. I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb.
And we're the Streeters.
Welcome to the RDRV live stream tonight, where we attempt to answer your questions all about stained glass. Welcome.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Have a few announcements to get started with tonight. And we just want to welcome everybody. And we want to welcome all of you new subscribers to our channel. And those of you that are out in the wains back there, kind of watching the channel. We appreciate everything that you've done this week for us and last week. And so we're really excited.
And we want to thank Sunshine Glassworks. They are a sponsor tonight. They're a sponsor of the live stream. And you can visit them at www.sunshineglassworks.com. And they have over 1,500 colors of glass in stock.
Ready to go, and you'll enjoy working with everybody up there at Sunshine. So give them a shout if you're looking for glass or just tools or supplies. Go ahead and give them a shout up there, and they'll get it out for you.
If you've never visited the live stream before, we just take questions. You can put them in the chat, and we'll be happy to answer them. So just put your questions in the chat. And
hey, Ray, good to see you, man.
Thomas is here.
Hey, Thomas.
CM is here. Kat St. Jane is here. Welcome, everyone. We'll just wait a few minutes for everyone to show up. What have you got going on, Ed?
Oh, we're just, we've got a lot going on. We're super busy as usual. Mm-hmm. And we have a great glass chat tonight. And we also have a little demonstration tonight for everybody. And so
Ed's going to be sharing some glass, some Armstrong.
Yeah, some Armstrong tonight that we're using for the Drunken Jacks project. So this is a glass. We've purchased a lot of glass for this project, and I want to share it with all of our viewers. So tonight we're sharing a really pretty piece of Armstrong. So get ready for that one.
Julie Graves is here. Hi, Julie. Julie Bison. Joyce is here. Hi, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
And Joel is here. Welcome, everyone.
Hey, thank you all for coming in tonight. We appreciate it.
And then Ed's going to do a glass cutting demo with the pistol grip cutter. We've had a lot of questions about the swivel head.
Yeah, we have, Barb, and a lot of you don't realize because you're just new to the pistol grip cutter that you don't realize that the head does swivel, and it's kind of we'll talk about that when we get to it, though.
Yeah. And so Patricia Hike is here, Mary Beth Massey, and Martha Crowder. Hey, Martha. And Joyce.
Martha. Didn't we just send Martha some flyers?
Martha, I think you got something from us, right?
Well, thank you for your purchase. We appreciate it.
Jennifer Enlow is here, too. Hi, Jennifer. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat, and we'll start answering questions. There's a lot of people here, so we might go ahead and start answering.
Sure.
I'm going to save that question for last because that has to do with the pistol grip cutter. But if we don't have, I had a question from a novice that wanted to know what is the best starter cutter. What is the best cutter if you're just starting out?
Well, when we were teaching in person classes, the most popular cutter was the pencil grip cutter, mm-hmm. and then the second most popular was the pistol grip. So I'm going to suggest that if you're not sure which cutter you like, and they're relatively inexpensive, but rather than spending a lot of money, go to your local stained glass hobby shop, your stained glass dealer, and see if they have a cutter that you can try. I tell people the pistol grip cutter is really for if you don't have a lot of pressure in your hands or can strengthen your fingers, the pistol grip is a really good cutter. Mm-hmm. And then, and I find, actually most of the guys that took our stained glass class, they really like the pencil grip. So,
yeah.
So those are the two that I like for beginners anyway, because they're going to show you how to cut glass if you pay attention. So,
and then if you're really on a budget and you're brand new and you don't know if you really want to cut glass or not, just get the little Fletcher cutter. We have one on our Amazon storefront. I think it's $5, and you can try it out. And plus, you never know when you might need a glass cutter.
Yeah, and remember, when you're scoring glass, you don't run over the score. You just score it and then break it. You don't keep running over top of it. So, and we're going to talk a little bit about those those things.
Well, everyone's here. Magali's here.
Hey,
Mary
good
is
to have
here,
everybody
Renee's
tonight.
here. Susan B is here. Martha said she got her pliers.
Okay, good. I
Yeah.
hope you like them.
Yeah. So, any questions? Just put them in the chat.
Oh, what's everybody working on this week? What kind of projects we got? Fall's coming, and I'm sure somebody's got a show going on somewhere. Let us know where you're going to be appearing in the fall for your shows, and you never know.
Yeah.
We might pop up.
Yeah. A big shout out to Ray. Ray's our moderator, and he kindly sits in and moderates the live stream.
Ray, thank you for everything you do.
Thank you so much, Ray, for
appreciate
everything you do. And he is always there to give us some encouragement, and we really do appreciate that, Ray.
And advice. We appreciate
and
it very
advice,
much.
yes. I had another question come in. What do you mean when you break it from the hot side?
Well, I just call the hot side the end that I finish my score on. And I found it easier with some glasses that if you'll turn your glass around and break it from the start your run or your break from the side that you finish scoring on, it seems to break a lot easier and you have less score failure. So, and it's just something that I've just done over the years because when I am cutting patterns, when I'm finished, I start at the hot end, what they call the hot end. I start at the hot end and work my way around to the cold end. So,
okay. Thank you, Thomas. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Thomas. Oh, we got the light going already tonight.
Oh my goodness. Thank you,
This is
Thomas.
awesome. Thank
we
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
So we got some more people showed up. Let's see for the excitement. Magali's here. I said that right. Mary Beth is here. Mimi is here. Hey, Mimi. And let's see. BS is here. And Jennifer. And let's see.
All right,
Joan.
Oh, good. They're telling us what they're working on. That's
yeah,
good.
I want to
see
put
what we
those
got.
up. I wanted to say hello to everyone, but let me put those up, what everyone's working on. Let me see if I can find them. And I will put them up in just a minute.
So yeah, so we, it is fall, and I think things are kind of calmed down a little bit, even though we have this extra variant of this virus going around. So, just remember, do your festivals and make some money and have some fun, and just be safe while you're doing it, guys and gals.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't want to harp on that.
Did I get everybody? I'm working on a spinner. A spinner?
Oh, that sounds good.
Well,
we got
working ahead of schedule.
in the fall. Today's the first day it hadn't rained in South Carolina. Well, it hasn't rained in our area in quite a few days. We're just soaked. We can't stand it.
Oh, Kim just got over COVID.
Oh no.
Okay. So these are some of the things. Did I miss anybody? Let me know and I'll try to grab it.
Yeah. So everybody that said, that you're working on something, we can talk about it a little bit, but if it's something that you want us to show, remember, we share our viewer showcase the first Monday night of every month. And so you want to be sure to get those pictures into Barbara prior to that, because, we're really busy, but we want to be able to share that with all of our
First
viewers.
Monday night of every month.
First Monday night of the month, right?
Right. Yes. Yes. And just go to the conwayglass.com page /RDRV and just grab a link. It'll say, send us a message, and just send me a message and I'll give you the link to send your information to.
So we want to give you guys a big shout out tonight because you know what? RDRV has reached and passed 8,000 subscribers. And that, you all, is because of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
It's great.
It was a big surprise.
It's a big surprise. So, because we have a goal of 10,000 subscribers by Christmas, and we're hoping that we really make that goal. And with your help and Barbara's knowledge of all of our videos that are getting ready to come out and our shorts, keep up the good work, y'all. Thank you so much for watching.
We do appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching. If you brought some questions, just put them in the chat. Thank you, Jennifer. We'll be happy to answer them. Ed will be happy to answer them, or I might chime in.
Barb can answer them. Yeah.
Okay, we had a viewer from Georgia that said that they were having trouble finding glass. Is there anyone on our Livestream tonight that's in Georgia or knows where a good local stained glass shop is. She's looking for something besides, the
Yeah,
what do you call
and
it?
I'm not sure what
Big
part of
box.
Georgia she's in. Georgia's a big state, but I'm sure that there's probably some stained glass retailers around the Atlanta, maybe in the metro area or out in the outskirts of Atlanta. But again, you can always go to sunshineglassworks.com, check out their catalog online, and look at what they have, and they're happy to work with you with colors. I will tell you this: if you're looking for a specific color, try to have a part number for them or a manufacturer, not just a description, but if you'll have a part number for them, life is a lot easier for everybody.
Thank you, Ed. We have a couple questions.
Okay, great.
Renee wants to know: is it unusual for a pattern book to list the wrong size, the wrong dimension for the base for a 3D pattern?
I don't know. Are you using the pattern itself, or did you modify it through reprinting it and sizing it again? Because a lot of times when you resize things on a copier, and I might be wrong, Barb, but
it will change the dimensions.
It will change the dimensions. Okay, I thought it would. Yeah,
somewhat. But I think the best thing you need to do is go ahead and do your own measurements and make sure it's right.
Yeah, and if it's just a base, you've already built the piece. Make the base fit the way you want it. Change the base anyway. Make it your own. That's good.
Yeah, just test the pieces before you put them together. Make your own base, and then make the corrections. Things get printed and things happen, and
somebody's supposed to be proofreading that, looking at sizes and everything, and even proofreaders miss things. So
Patricia, you can submit another panel if you've already had something. The others will come first, but I'll get you worked in eventually.
Yeah, we'll get you worked in. You bet.
Just
Patricia.
send me something different than before. Magali has a fusing question.
Okay.
She wants to tack some non-fusing glass. She wants here. Let me put this up on the screen. See. Non-fusing glass in her kiln. Can I do that? I just want to soften the edges on some glass pieces. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you're not if you're just going to soften the edges or roll the edges, Magali, and it's a single piece of art glass, you do want to make sure that you spray it, because not all glasses will react in the kiln. The majority of them will divertify. And you get that divertification, which is basically it looks like it's been burnt on the top of it, or it's not burnt, because it just looks it's not glossy any longer. But you can do that, and the edges should roll at about 1340 degrees, something like that, because glass is slumping really nice and perfect at about 1250, soaking for 60 seconds. So we just set a new program, and we were having to play with it, and we were able to get it right the first time.
Kim, to get to our Amazon store, go to conwayglass.com/RDRV, and on that page you'll see some blocks that say, follow this link to our Amazon store, and just click on that. It goes right to our storefront.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of different items on there.
It's got items that we recommend that we use in our studio, and we also have items, like I said, at sunshineglassworks.com, and you can check all their information out.
Okay. Renee said that it is the metal stand for inside a tree. The layers won't go over it without tearing the foil. Okay. I'm not sure, Renee. I'm not sure. Maybe you could send a picture. I don't know. You might have to redo that bottom.
Yeah, you might have to.
I hate to say it.
That's a shame, because normally those things don't happen. but or as a rule of thumb too, you kind of want to make sure that the dimensions, and it's really hard. I think with the project you're working on, it's really hard to determine that it's not going to fit until after it's done, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And that's really, that's a sad thing because it sounds like you've done a lot of work with it. But see if you can maybe, shorten it, or maybe take the foil off of one piece and cut that particular piece down to allow it to slide over top of it. I don't know, without seeing the piece.
And then Magali wants to know the kind of spray you use for your fusing to make it shiny.
I will.
It's.
Yeah, I get it. Actually, I get it from Sunshine, and it's on our
video.
And yeah, there's a picture of it on the video, but there's also.
I don't know. Did I put it on the website?
I think you put it on the website.
Did I?
Yeah, I had it in your office on your desk. So
Oh,
it's very
that
possible.
doesn't. No, I don't know.
I could.
No.
I'm not. I don't want to get up and leave, but.
No. That.
Well, anyway, Magali, if you can't see it on the video, hon, I'll get it for you, and I'll have it on my table next Monday night at the live stream.
Okay. Any more questions?
But
right
it's
now?
really good to have that, what I call it. It used to be called Spray A, but it's not that any longer. It's just they make an 1100 degree and a 1300 degree. To roll the edges, you're going to want to use the 1100 degree. It's in a small bottle. You can put it on with a brush. However, I use an airbrush.
It's in the video that it
zooms in right on.
Did I answer you? I think I answered you in the when you asked in that under that video for questions. I think I answered it.
Just
I
check
think I
it.
put the name of it, but I'm not sure. I thought I did.
And y'all, you know what? For what you get in that, as much as you get in that little bottle, it's not expensive at all. It's great.
No, it'll last
it's a great
forever.
thing. It lasts forever. That's the thing. Just shake it up really well and break it down because it does chunk up a little bit.
Okay. I had another question. Can you putty a window vertically?
You can't putty it, but you can glaze it vertically, or you can use. You don't want to use the putty recipe online for glazing vertically because you're going to make a mess. But you can glaze it by using taking the glazing compound, tinning it, making it black or gray, and then using the side of your thumb and glazing those pieces in and then cleaning them up. You can. So the answer to your question is yes, you can do it. And we do it all the time. We just don't use a really thin glazing putty in order to glaze that window. We do it by hand.
Yep.
Getting ready to do some next week.
Okay. Magali said, yeah, I did answer. She's going to go back and look. in the
Thanks,
meantime.
Magali.
Yeah, thanks, Magali. I thought maybe I had. I try to answer them as they come in, but you never know.
Yeah,
get
sometimes
so
we
many.
get behind. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me see.
So
I
what-
have another question.
Sure, Barb. Let's
Okay.
go for it.
What profiles of lead did we use in the Live Oak project? We have a lot of people going back and watching that.
Oh,
video.
that's good. And thank you all for going back and watching that project. It was a fun project for Barbara and I. And other than the great people that we worked for on that project, that window is going to be in Brook Green Gardens for eternity. And that is just makes me get beside myself and right here beside Barbara. And we're really excited about that. So the profiles of lead that we used are as follows. On the outside perimeter of all of the windows, all 12 of them, we use 3/8 flat H lead. And so on the inside, to highlight the tree branches that were larger than others, we used 3/8 round H. That was a pretty big, beefy piece of lead, wasn't it, Barb?
Yes.
And then we used 1/4 inch round H. And we also used 5/32 and 3/16. So we used 5 different lead profiles in that window in order to create what we were looking to do. And it worked really well. So
Okay, so Kat St. James said American Glass Company, she thinks is in Kennesaw, Georgia. So if that viewer is watching tonight, I don't remember your name, but that you might want to check them out.
Let me get her name. Hang on. No,
Did you see it?
that's not the one. Okay, never mind. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
Hey, my mistake.
Okay, so the other question I had was about the head on the. Why does the head swivel on the pistol grip cutter?
Well, actually, the head swivels on all the cutters. It's just on the swivel on the pistol grip cutter because of the way you have to hold it. It seems like it swivels more because of the way the see how it seems like it pivots a lot more, but that's because of the length of the handle. So it
okay.
increases the swivel. I'm sure there's a mathematical equation for that. But so yeah, the cutter head does swivel, but I really, for cutting patterns, y'all, I really, really like the pistol grip cutter for cutting patterns. So
Okay. I guess y'all know that, and we've told you this before, but we're really excited. Our stained glass retail store opens on Wednesdays from 10 to 5 and will be open until Christmas.
yeah, so
Every Wednesday, 10
on
to 5.
Wednesdays,
If you're
10 to
in the
5.
area, come on by.
Yes,
And
please
we
do.
got lots of glass.
Come in
We've
and
been
see
cutting
us.
it for days.
No appointment necessary
No,
for
on Wednesday.
Wednesdays. Right.
So
So just
come
come
on
on in. Well, we've got everything set up in the back. The lighting, we finished installing the lighting today, and it's going to be not you're going to be able to see what you're buying. So we're excited about that. We want you to see what you're buying.
Okay. And Larry Mary said he's doing hot air balloons for the Balloon Museum. Wow, Larry. I bet you that's a great
Congratulations.
job. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
What a nice commission. Congratulations, Larry.
That's great. Another fusing question. Let me put it up here so I can
Let's see what we can come up with.
Does iridized glass lose its iridescent if you were to put it in the kiln? Good question.
Here's the thing. You I believe as long as you don't take it, if you're going to slump it, I would spray it, but I don't think you can fuse it and it'll stay on, because remember, the iridescence on the glass is an applied coating while the glass is still hot, but I'm not sure. I've never fused any iridescent glass.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
when we did those angels, did they stay iridized?
They did, and they were slumped.
Do a test piece.
But I'm pretty sure if you spray the angels that we did back in the 80s, that'll help that coating stay down. Probably, I would try it. Do a test piece, but I'm pretty sure as long as you don't try to fully fuse it and get it, get it up to like 1400 degrees, it'll probably stay. Otherwise, it may burn off.
Tom said the head on the cutter mate moves a lot too.
Okay, on the cutter mate, yeah, it does.
It does. Okay. We have a few viewers that are been under the weather with COVID. I hope you all
I'm sorry to hear that
real soon. So sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Barbara and I we're getting ready to go get our third booster shot. So.
Yeah, we're going to try to stay safe. We'll see how it goes.
Well, I just want to be around the grandkids this year for Christmas. And
see, Sim, maybe you could cover that with clear if you have an iridized piece. And yeah, that'll keep the iridized in as well.
That's possible, sure.
JLMS says, yes, the iridescence does burn off, unfortunately. So
yeah, because again, like it's an applied coating, so depending on the temperature, it will burn off.
Yeah,
sure. I don't think you want to be smelling it when it's burning off either.
The spray that we put on the glass is actually glass, and it is a clear coating of glass. That's why it shines up so good. It might be enough glass to keep the iridescence on.
Especially
I don't
if
know.
it's applied
Try
with an
it.
airbrush.
I would try
I
it.
would, because when I apply mine with the airbrush, I go up, back and forth this way, and then I go back and forth this way to make sure that I layer it correctly and that it is covered. And the panels we're making for this lamp that we'll be getting out of here this week are coming out so beautiful.
Yeah, they are perfect. They are really perfect. They look gorgeous.
I love it when the plan comes together.
We love that process, and it does. It saves that
Devertrification.
devertrification.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want any of that.
You don't want your glass getting dull, and that's what it does.
Right.
It stops that process, that problem.
Okay, so anyone have any questions, just put them in the chat. Let's see here. Are you ready for a glass chat or a glass demo? Which would you prefer? What are you thinking about?
Well,
what do you all want? Glass chat or a glass demo?
yeah, let's let y'all do that because I got a cute little piece of glass. We're going to talk about the swivel head on a pistol grip cutter, and we are going to.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, before it's delivered. Okay. Yeah, we'll show you that lamp project. I've already filmed part of it, but we haven't finished it up yet. So we'll finish that up. We have to show you how we slump it. And,
Okay, Ray wants the glass chat.
I see chat.
All right, I got a really pretty piece of glass for everybody tonight. So what Barbara's going to do, I'm going to stand up because I have to, because this is a big sheet of glass. And let's see, this sheet of glass is about 28 by 42. And again, y'all, it's an Armstrong glass.
Oh.
And
something's happened. Hang on a second. Taylor, did I lose something? Now I can go over here, right?
there you are.
There I am.
We're
Okay,
back.
sorry about that. I lost y'all for a minute. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to get up.
Chat, right?
Yeah, we're going to do a
chat.
glass chat.
Okay, all right.
This color, y'all, is Armstrong. It's a 016. It is a pink on clear iridized, and we're talking about iridescent glass tonight. So here we go. Let me see if I can get it up here on the stool.
It's a big piece of glass.
All right, Barb, just stay there, hon.
I'm not going to move.
Okay, so I want to share this with y'all. I'm going to try and you can see some of it. But this is just really, this is a clear on pink with orange, and it's iridized. And y'all, it is just one of the, I don't know, that's a sexy piece of glass. I like it.
Isn't it?
That is beautiful. So this is going in. This is part of our sunset things that are going on within our new project that we're working on. And so keep in mind, y'all, we got 440 square feet of stained glass windows coming up for you over the next 6 months or so. So
yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun.
I'm excited about it.
Mm-hmm. So that's an Armstrong 0 number 16 clear on pink iridized.
Yep.
And Wismac makes kind of the similar, but
right?
not. It's more pink.
Yeah.
More pink.
It's a little more cranberry color, but this is exactly what we wanted. It's anyway. So I'm going to take it away, y'all. Barbara's going to take it away with another question.
If y'all have a question. Jennifer said that's what she's using for maple leaves. It's beautiful glass.
Isn't it? Oh gosh, it's gorgeous, Jennifer.
Yep, it is.
That is a great. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but man, that does make some pretty leaves, I would imagine. Wow, that's gorgeous.
Yes,
That's gorgeous. Thank you all for. I'm happy to be able to share that with you. And some of the sheets that we're going to be sharing with you we're going to have to put in this window here.
Oh, that'd be nice. Right?
And yeah, so when the background changes a little bit, when we come on Monday nights and you see a big sheet there, we'll light that bad boy up for you.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
And
nice.
That'll be nice. It'll be nice, Barb. It'll be nice.
Okay.
So our piece of glass tonight for our demonstration is, this is I've found this when we're going through some stuff and putting glass in racks in the back and everything. And so I just found this little piece of glass. It's Spectrum's mauve. Y'all remember that color, don't you? Mauve.
Kind of looks like mauve.
Yeah, it's kind of mauvey. It's like a pinky, rosy, a rose pink, and but it is a what they call mauve back in the day. Seafoam green and mauve. Those were the two colors of the day back in the 80s. Right, Barb?
Mm-hmm. In the 80s. Yeah.
So what I want to show you is I can get right here and let you see this. So I'm going to give the camera time to focus, and I'll get it. There we go. So you can see this head swivels, okay? And it doesn't swivel that much, but when you add the handle to it, it seems really extreme, okay? But what I want you to understand is this cutter, this pistol grip cutter, when I cut with my pistol grip cutter, one thing I don't do with my pistol grip cutter is I don't cut long straight lines. I mean, really long, like cutting mirrors or tabletops. I don't do that because I get it twisted up. And be careful with this cutter, because if you don't use your finger to help guide it, you're going to twist that head up. And this is what's going to happen, because I'm going to drag this, okay? You're going to do that, okay? And you probably, all you did was hear that. But I drug the cutter sideways by accident on purpose. So those of you that wanted to know, Ed, what do you mean by the hot side? This is the end I finished off on. Guess what? I'm calling it the hot side because that's how it broke, and that's the way I wanted it. But you want to be able to, I'll tell y'all something, another thing about glass cutters, okay? So Barbara was talking about the glass cutter, the simple Fletcher, excuse me, the simple Fletcher ball-ended glass cutter. Well, that particular glass cutter is designed for the guy cutting glass on the road for the glass company, and he's cutting window glass and plate glass. And that, if you look at that cutter wheel,
the screen's up.
Okay. If you look at that cutter wheel, that wheel is about 120-degree angle on it. Okay. And the angle of the wheel is like the sharpness of it. Okay. So the 120 is the very least angle on the wheel. The wheel on this pistol grip cutter that I have right here is the most common, okay? The most common angle on a wheel for the glass cutter in your pocket for you working at home, and it is 135 degrees. So if you don't know what 135 degrees is on an angle, 180 is flat. Okay? 140 is going to be down here like this. If you're cutting heavy glass tabletops, like 3/4 and 1 inch glass, the angle or the bevel on your cutter wheel should be 156 degrees. Boom. And what that does is it gives you a wider angle cut, and it separates the molecules on a much larger line for a thicker piece of glass. So keep that in mind. But the most common wheel bevel you have in your glass cutter, the majority of us use 135. And then you start getting above that, you're working with different things and different pieces of equipment in order to break glass anyway. But just wanted to let you know that this wheel here on this cutter, the head is 135 degrees. The cutter head on my pencil grip cutter that I've had in my pocket forever is 135 degrees. So take a look at your wheel. If it's really pointed, or if it's got a little bit of a chunky look to it. If it's got a chunky look to it, it's probably 135. And if it's got a really steep point to it, you're going to find that that cutter is excellent for cutting up to 1/8 inch glass, and it's very well designed for that purpose. So we're going to take our pistol grip cutter and we're going to do one more score down this mauve-y looking glass, and we're going to see. We just cut it. And if I had drawn a line on here, okay, we're going to switch it around, grab it from the hot side, and we'll pop it off, okay? So this is just something, your cutter head, even this, let's just, you can't do a small, narrow piece of glass like this on anything thicker than what we're working with right here. And that happens to be one-eighth inch glass, y'all.
So it's usually customary that you can't cut any thinner than what the thickness of the glass is.
Yeah,
correct?
typically,
Is that correct?
as a rule of thumb, you want to use like 1.5 times the thickness is the narrowest you can take off.
Okay.
Okay, so like a 1/4 inch glass, I can get 3/8 off of it fairly easy, but the edge we have to put it on the machine and get rid of the edge. Okay, so that's another thing that I wanted to talk to you all about, because we have a lot of questions out there, and everybody knows that grinders they're not getting cheaper, they're getting more expensive. And I have a lot of, well, what do we do if we don't want to buy a grinder, or if we can't find one? Y'all, the carborundum stone works really good. It takes the sharp, you can hear that, off the glass.
You want the other little camera? No, you don't.
No, this is good.
Okay.
They need to, I think hearing it will let them know. But you can also act flat. Okay, I'm gonna put it up here where you can see it. All right, so now what I just did is I took that carborundum stone and I ground the edge of the glass. And you know what I did is I got rid of the glossiness of it and brought the sand to the surface by using a simple $12 stone. So we want you to be able to do that, and you don't have to, buy an expensive grinder right away. When you're first starting out, I know I didn't have a grinder on the first thing that I built on our kitchen table, did I? No way. Not a grinder. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. The carborundum stone is really good. Like I said, it's about $12 or $14, and it's 12 inches long. So if you can imagine how much use you're going to get out of that, and by that time you will have saved enough money to purchase a grinder.
Yeah, Thomas says he has a couple of those laying around. Okay, just wanted to give a shout out to Patricia and tell her thank you.
Oh, Patricia,
for the
thank you.
Super sticker. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to let y'all know your super stickers and your super chats and all that. You know what they go to? They go to the brand new monitor that we just purchased so that things are easier for Barbara to read. Y'all, thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you, and we have this really nice monitor. So.
Okay, we have a question.
All right.
Any update on rapid resizer?
We
Or
are
glass
well, right.
eye?
No, that's okay. Right now we're entering drawings for patterns for sun catchers for everybody. And as soon as we get those in, finish loading them up, we're going to clean them up with the rapid resizer, and then we'll be printing them out. We're kind of learning how to use it a little bit at a time, but yeah, so it's going to be working, but it's going to help us. We're going to have some nice patterns online for you guys.
Okay, Mimi wants to know, did the skidding on the glass weaken it at all when you were cutting it?
No, but if Barbara switched to camera number 2, it just put a really nice, it didn't weaken it, but it put an ugly scratch on it. It put a type of scratch on it. Who asked that question, Barb?
Mimi, yeah.
Mimi. Hey, yeah, it put a scratch on it like as if you were taking a piece of glass and you put it.
It will.
You know what I mean? You didn't separate it and you drug it out by the corner. That's what it put. Let's let the camera focus. You can see it. Can they see that, Barb? Can you see it?
I don't know that I can see it. I think you need to push it and bring it down a little bit. I think
Bring
your
it
finger's
down?
on it. Right there.
It's right here
Yeah,
in
your
this
finger
bottom
was on it.
section.
Right there. Oh, no, there it is, right
Yeah.
there. Okay. I don't think they can see it, but it's
Yeah,
there.
and
I
I'm not going to.
promise.
I don't want to drag it again, but yeah, what it does is once you drag your cutter, it's not going to break correctly. Okay, if you twist your cutter head, and if you do it often enough, you're going to end up replacing the cutter head itself. So you want to. When I use, because we're back here on the camera too. When I use this glass cutter, I'm over top of it. And I'm driving it. And this is really a nice glass cutter for cutting patterns. Again, I cut a lot of really long straight edges. You know, like my longest straight edge is 144 inches in the back. So cut a lot of long straight edges, and I rely on my pencil grip cutter for that because honestly, y'all, as long as I've been cutting glass, I cannot control this for a straight line. So,
Well, you
I'm
can
honest.
with a straight edge.
Yeah, yeah.
A straight edge.
With a straight edge, I just because my hand, it's what I call an optical confusion. Even though my cutter head is and you can see this, my cutter head is against the edge of the glass, but look where the handle is. It's right here. Okay, the handle's right here. I can straighten it up and hold it like that, but y'all believe it or not, it's more comfortable like that. Okay. Just like that. I know y'all think I'm wasting a bunch of glass, but these are just little tiny pieces and they go into our scrap bin. So,
Okay.
but anyway, so I hope that helped y'all.
We appreciate
You know, I sometimes I get carried away or.
You're right. Oh gosh. Julie asks, can you show one day how you would use the small pencil-like grinding head? Because she's never used one before. So
so you have the second story work surface.
I don't know if she has it, but she's seen it and she wants to show it.
Yeah, so that particular, we have one and it requires that second story work surface that Inland makes. So, and then of course we have the new grinder came in and we're going to be sharing that with you. Not tonight. It just came in. So
Susan B wants to know, can you grind the edges of glass with a Dremel?
you can, but you have to be careful. Number one, you're going to be throwing up a lot of dust. Please wear a mask. The other thing is you have to be really careful to not to overheat the glass, chip it, or cause heat stress fractures in it. Now, I have seen people etch and carve glass with a Dremel. Not something that I do, but I have seen people do it.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with it.
No. It's you can do a lot of fun things with a Dremel. In fact,
we have a friend that just goes crazy with his Dremel.
Okay.
If you're listening tonight, Wayne, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay. You guys need to ask some questions. Go ahead and put them in the chat and we'll be happy to answer.
Put them up there in the chat.
And we will be happy to answer. And just as a reminder, I want to tell everybody about our sponsors, Sunshine Glassworks.
Yeah, y'all give them a shout.
SunshineGlassworks.com.
And please, when you do contact them, let them know that you're a RDRV subscriber and just tell them that you saw them on RDRV and you want to try them out.
Yeah.
You're going to find that working with Sean and Scott and Barb and and George in the back is like the greatest packer in the world. Everything makes it all the time.
They're good. They're a good crew over there.
They're a good crew.
Give them a call if you need something. And they'll be happy to help you. And congratulations to everyone that helped us reach 8,000 subscribers and 1 million views. We're so happy and we're so proud of
1 million views, y'all. That number never even crossed our mind.
Yeah, we had no idea that was going to happen. So thank you all very much. We're so excited.
Yeah, it's silly. I mean, and something else, Barb, looking at everything is those of you that you may not come in and get in the chat with everybody and get involved in that, but you watch our videos and you send us some of the kindest words, y'all. And really, it's heartfelt for Barb and I, the kind words that y'all say, and we really appreciate it. So I just wanted to let you know that your words are read about our video and what we're doing for you and how this helps you. And those words are very kind, and we appreciate it.
Anne wants to know, is there any way to repair a heat stress fracture?
Absolutely not. You might as well just take that. If you're doing copper foil, take that piece of glass out. Go ahead and heat it up and let it break the rest of the way. This will help you in accessing, getting it out of the window and put a new one back in. Y'all, you have to be careful. You need to be using a rheostat. And if you're using a rheostat and this is happening, then your rheostat, you're working too hot. If you're not using a rheostat and this is happening, it's going to continue to happen. So just you either need to work really fast so that you can keep up with it and your glass doesn't get hot. Your glass is going to break at 425 degrees. If you let your glass get that hot while you're soldering, you're really soldering kind of slow, but you should turn your iron down a little bit so that it coincides with the way you're working. Working slow is great. Working fast is great. But your temperature, if it's not right, nothing is great. Okay?
Okay. That's true. It's very true.
It's very true.
You'll find out when you get that temperature down, you may not have as many stress cracks.
Yeah, and I've broken them too.
Cracks.
My biggest thing was I used to have a lot of stress cracks from heat when I built jewelry boxes.
It happens.
Okay,
It happens.
you're fooling around with that hinge,
or you burn your fingers.
Yeah, so you got it. So it's whatever. But anyway, you learn to bring your iron temperature down a little bit. You test it. If it melts the solder, then you just need to go up just a little bit higher and then put it in tune to the way you're working. We have a soldering video coming up for y'all. So
Christine wants to know if when we use the baking soda to clean the flux, do we make a paste or just how do we use it?
No, I would break it down and make more of I wouldn't use a paste.
I just usually just
make like a spray.
What I do is I just sprinkle it on there, put a little water on there,
and scrub
it down.
Yeah, you don't have to. I wouldn't do a paste. I think like Barbara said, I'd spread it on there like you were doing not
too much.
Yeah, it's just sprinkle
You're
it.
Just trying to clean off.
And then spray it and then clean it.
So Magali said that her supplier is out of Black Back, and we have some on our Amazon storefront. If you can't find it, there is some there.
Yeah,
Last I checked, it was still in stock.
And I have 12 rolls here, but I can't ship them for free, Magali.
Julie wants to know, do we have one on your Weller? She does not have a rheostat for her Weller. Oh, you're going to love it.
You're going to love it, hon. You're going to love it.
Yes, we have one on our Amazon page. Go there. It's less than, I think it's less than, it's right around $20.
It's less than $25.
Is it less
yeah.
than $25?
It's less than, and it will change the way you work. I promise you. I'm just a real stickler for certain things, and I'm a creature of habit, but I do float real well with change, but I'm a creature of habit.
Karen said she just had to repair a pet portrait because she had a piece of cracked glass. Well, it teaches you a lot, doesn't it, Karen, when you have to repair it?
Well, good, Karen. It's nice to see you tonight, too. Tell Denver hello for us.
Jean Weitzman wants to know, she has a crystal penguin that accidentally broke the wing. Can it be repaired?
It can, but you need to use ultraviolet epoxy. And right now, y'all, an ounce of ultraviolet epoxy is $120. And it has a very short shelf life. So unless you've got like 50 of those birds to do, I'm not sure that I would.
That I think it was just a crystal penguin that broke.
Well, yeah, but you need to glue it, right?
Oh,
The wing broke
yeah.
off of.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, if you or you could use E6000, but and then put it in the china cabinet, right, Barb? Don't use it.
Yeah, don't use it. Keep it away from.
Yeah, just put it in the china cabinet
From
and keep it away from
kids.
everybody. You know, so.
Let's see. Is it true? Jennifer wants to know. Is it true that you should store your foil in the fridge to preserve the adhesive?
Well, I don't know about in the refrigerator, but I do know that you shouldn't store it in the attic because it gets way too hot. If you keep it in a Ziploc bag and keep it in your home, you should be fine. And I think, I'm pretty sure, and that's a good question really for Magali, because Magali's studio is outside and she uses foil and she may keep hers in her shop. But I think as long as you keep the humidity off of it, you'll be fine.
Okay. We need some more thumbs up.
All right, everybody. Let's give them some thumbs up, everybody. Hey, if you're just hanging out and you're watching our show, we would love for you to subscribe. And once you subscribe to our channel, go right up top there and check out the notification bell so that bell will let you know that it's time for another video from Barb and Ed
I missed it.
at the RDRV channel. That's right. That bell is an original golf filling station bell from the 1950s. And you know what? I love it.
I noticed.
My son rigged that up for me so that we could use it with electricity instead of air.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dennis.
So we step on it every once in a while accidentally. That's
and we both still jumping. We know it's there.
Okay, another question.
All right.
Okay, let's see. I think I may have missed some. You can use ultraviolet. Okay, Tom says you can use the ultraviolet glue from Loctite. Yeah.
Okay, that's the 7. Is that the 711, Tom, or the 713?
He uses an ultraviolet light to fix it.
Right. Yeah, you need that. You need a shortwave light to do it. But I think Loctite's ultraviolet epoxy is 713 or 714, something like that. Maybe.
Okay, Magali says she leaves hers in the fridge. So those of you that are in
high humid areas,
hot, you might want to put it in the fridge or the air conditioner itself.
Yeah, or the air conditioner. You want to keep it cool because if you notice if you're not using a rheostat, you probably notice that as you're soldering, your foil will lift up or you get a black ooze out of your solder. It's not coming from your solder. It's because your soldering iron is too hot and you're melting the tape. So you're causing not a minor infraction in your window, a lot, because that tape's turning loose. So be careful.
Yeah.
Be real careful. Magali, thanks for chiming in on that, hun. We appreciate it.
So Thomas said 638.
638. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to see if I
can make a note.
I'm making a note. Thomas, thank you very much.
You never know what you're going to find out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anything by Loctite is pretty much good to go.
Oh, Thomas said he just signed in on Sunshine. Yeah, I think you'll like them.
I think you'll like them, and you like dealing with them. So.
And the good selection, especially if you need something and your local supplier where you live doesn't have it. And they're pretty quick about shipping things too. Yeah,
and like they'll ship cases of glass, full sheets, but I think the largest piece of glass they can ship is like a 16 by 21, which is 1/4 of a 32 by 42, which are Wismax sizes. Wismax sizes now, along with Kokomo, a lot of them have dropped down to 32 by 32s. So you're going to get 4 16 by 16s out of a sheet. So keep that in mind when ordering. But again, if you have your part number for the sheet that you're using, and Sunshine can help you, just give them the part number.
Okay, we got a lot of people here tonight. And if you appreciate what we're doing, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Go to our channel. Hey, and if you want to, you can always join the RDRV fan club. we appreciate that too.
We got a lot of members here tonight.
Oh, we
and
got a lot of
welcome
members, y'all. Thank you so much.
We need to have a private live stream.
I think we're ready.
I think we're ready. I think we have enough members now to where we can do our own little live stream once a month now. Okay, you guys. And if you have any ideas for what you want to see in the live stream, just send me a note. Go to the website, and in the website it says, ask us a question. Just send me a note and I'll
ask us a question.
pass it on to Ed and we'll see what we can do.
This is great, y'all. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And Barbara said we have a lot of people watching, so
we do.
Thank you very much.
Do another. I'm trying to see if I have any questions here. I see a lot of chatting going on.
Yeah, and that's nice that y'all have become friends and they're chatting amongst yourselves. That's awesome.
Okay. So let me see if I can get to new comments. You want to cut something for us?
No, I just wanted that noise.
I hope you all have been enjoying the videos that Ed's been doing. That Ed's been cutting glass for weeks now. We're trying to get our little studio set up, and so we've had a lot of cute.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of
pretty
renovations.
glass to cut.
Yeah, and y'all know our grandson's still with us, and so like we're beside ourselves anyway because he's been with us for a while, and I hope he stays for a lot longer myself.
So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat, and
Please
we'll be
do.
happy to answer.
We'll be
We got a
chitting.
few
We'll
more
be
minutes,
chatting. And don't forget, y'all, Wednesday, September 15th is the first day of our stained glass retail studio open to the public.
So we're going to
10 to 5.
Yep,
10 to 5, right, Barb?
Yeah, and then the retail store, the gallery store, opens 1st of October, the first Wednesday in October. We'll be ready. We've got all kinds of stuff coming out.
Right,
so.
and we've had a cancellation in our trip planning as far as shows that we're doing. So we're going to be able to start. I think we're going to be able to start blowing glass about 2 weeks earlier than we had anticipated. So
you got an A+ on your shirt, Ed.
Oh, let me tell y'all. Y'all want to hear a story? I'm going to tell you a story. I love this shirt. I mean, I absolutely love it. And so
extra credit.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, this shirt, my daughter several years ago, I mean a long time ago, asked me what I wanted for my birthday. And I told her, I said, you know what, Trisha, I would really love to have a real Hawaiian shirt. So you know what she does? She buys me a real Hawaiian shirt made in Hawaii this year for my birthday. Because I'm working on a project.
Wow.
I'm working on a project. Back in the 60s, my father was in the Strategic Air Command, and I really love their emblem, their patch for their shoulder. So my daughter ordered me this shirt, handmade in Hawaii, got the label on the back of it, and it's just loaded up with B-17 airplanes from World War II. And I love it. And I want to tell Trisha thank you before I start crying.
Well,
anyway, I love my shirt, and I'm glad that you like it.
We both liked it. Me and Trisha both liked it.
And it is so comfortable. And you know the best part about it, y'all, is the last time I ordered, my daughter got me a shirt. It was a 3X. This time it was a 2X, and I'm
congratulations.
Really happy.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Trisha.
Story time, right?
Story time. Yeah.
Okay, we'll stick around, y'all. Give us some more questions, and we'll be happy to answer them. JLMS says they enjoy our videos. Well, you're very welcome.
I'm glad that you do.
Thank you for watching. Thank you all for watching. We're going to go get a bite to eat. I heard that we're going out to dinner tonight.
We haven't been out in a while,
So we're thinking about going out to dinner. Ed's got some gift cards from his birthday that he needs to use. So we're going to use them.
And I'm going to share them with my peeps here.
Let's see. I think I have. Oh, Thomas has a pattern book of World War II planes.
Okay.
Those are nice.
Yeah, they're really nice. You know, Thomas, at one time, I think, yeah, because there's a Spitfire on the front of that. Well, there's several planes on the front of
I
that
think
blue
we have
book.
that book. Yeah.
Yeah. So at one time, Thomas, we made those patterns with 3 foot, 36-inch wingspans and hung them in windows of our store. And you know what? We sold every one of them. People love big airplanes.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, we
I'm
just
sorry,
made
hon.
them real big.
We took those patterns, Thomas, and just redrew them and made them really big, and they sold like crazy.
We also took fish
And
patterns and blew them up and made them this big.
and did great big
Did
fish in
real
our
pretty
windows, and we
colors.
sold those like they're in restaurants all over Merle's Inlet and everywhere else, which is just a fishing community where we live, you know, around in our area where we live. So anyway, just a little idea there, Thomas. They love them big, man.
Magali has a question. She has a quick question.
Sure, Magali.
When selling in a craft show, is it better to sell different Christmas ornaments every year or keep the same ornaments year after year?
I would, you know what, Magali, Barbara and I try to add 5 new ornaments each year. We continue with the previous ones.
Take the favorites.
Take the favorites and take them with you.
Sell.
But also, Barbara will come up with 5 new designs this year. It's 5 new color combinations probably. And you know, the Little Mermaid is getting really big. She's coming out again in May. We'll have a Little Mermaid ornament probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I would definitely take the favorites and then add 5 new ones.
Yeah, if you can. 5 might be extreme, many, Magali, but at least 3.
Yeah.
At least 3. And I'll tell you something that I think people like a lot of too is mushrooms.
So yeah, we need to do some blown glass.
Oh, I know. We need to make some solid ones. Yeah.
Yes. So Julie said the same thing. Mix it up.
Yeah. Keep the favorites.
Keep your best sellers.
Yeah.
Keep a good stock of best sellers because people love them, and you can change up the colors a little bit.
I was going to say, just keep the design and change the colors up, and you know, maybe drip some snow falling off of that ornament. You don't ever know. That's where that iridized glass comes in handy. And remember, shiny sells, y'all.
Halloween's a big seller for Tom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Halloween. I like that.
That's great. Okay. So I think we've answered all the questions. If you all have another questions,
please put it in the box for us. And if not, I'm going to ask y'all for you to please go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. And don't forget, once you subscribe, chime in on the notification bell at the top, because when you do that, it'll let you know every time that we come out with a new video.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Observator EM is a new member.
Thank you so much. Well, you know what? Observator, I'm ringing the bell for you, my friend. Welcome to the RDRV channel.
Oh, we might even give her.
All right, let's go. New member, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We do appreciate our supporters, and we appreciate you all that come here every week. You just brighten up our Monday.
You do.
And it's a great start to a week when we can meet here and talk about glass. So we will see you soon. And
Monday night.
Yeah, we'll see you Monday night, and you'll see us this week. We'll be showing you what's going on in our studio.
We'll be finishing that lamp up.
And you'll be able to see the new things we have going on. We have a lot going on.
Yeah, so don't forget. And like I said, Magali, if they're out of black foil, I do have some of it here, but and I can ship it to you the cheapest way possible. But black foil is really hard to get.
An extra hour longer. I know, but y'all don't have enough questions.
Yeah, so if you got some more questions, we haven't gone anywhere yet. We haven't left yet.
So next week, let's make Julie real happy and stay an extra hour, but you got to bring some questions, okay?
Okay.
And we will see you next week. And thank you guys so much.
All right, everybody. Everybody in the Northeast, stay safe tonight. The weather's ugly. Ray, you got some stuff coming from the west of Pittsburgh, buddy. It's on its way tonight, so be careful there. And those of you around Washington, Scott, up in Virginia, good to see y'all. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, stay safe out there, y'all.
Please stay safe, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in.